Girl, I don't even know why. I was watching that some of that Kanika video footage. I'm not gonna be watching it no more because I'm not letting it pull me back in. I did some videos that probably got like the most views on my whole channel, like when it first happened. And I did a couple videos back then and whatever. So I just feel like somebody's trying to like I'm here as a prophetess, as a Christ energy to shed light on certain situations and things. And, I don't appreciate this demonic energy or something trying to categorize me where you're going to put me. And I change if not. I still am that I am, who I said I am. So it's almost like if you focus on certain things in this world, this how much they watching us when there's billions of people in the world. So know you got to be, we not talking about just anybody. Anybody can't jump on a bandwagon what we talking about. This shit is deeper. It's almost like I'm supposed to have been woke to this 20-something years ago. I'm just now wake. It's almost like, yeah, a child was left behind. The child was left behind. So this is definitely Antichrist energy to me. But I don't know why I was watching that footage and I was just thinking, I don't know why I was hearing something in my head. Like it looked like a damn memorial. It looked like the way all them people was coming up in that damn hotel. And you could tell it looked like they was going to the same, they was going to the same thing. But the energy, because I be reading energy like off of things as it's happening. So the energy, of course, we seen what we see inside the party room. Okay. Of course, we seen what we seen inside the party room. But what I was picking up on those people that was coming just trailing in, it almost like it was like, how Egyptians do shit like, burials and stuff like this. It's almost like they do like this is some kind of ritual or something like this. I don't know. I was just getting energy like people were going to view something. Like it's like, yeah, we found y'all know how on Boys in the Hood when those dudes took I think this is Lean on Me too. Okay? Like on Lean on Me. It's like it's almost a different avenue of communication or something. And Lean on Me, they took that boy and it was like, oh, you want to see something or whatever, and they took that boy over by the railroad tracks and they showed him that body, you know what I'm saying, and it was poking around on that body with those sticks, I think. And then in Boys in the Hood, it's kind of like the same thing. Lean on Me was about a bunch of Caucasian boys, and Boys in the Hood was about some boys in the hood. Okay, so I think that they took somebody around the corner or whatever, showed them a dead body. But it kind of was giving me this energy like that, like somebody was using like a place like that to like get some kind of view, because how people are saying like maybe it's like 3 days, maybe this woo. And I keep on seeing that picture. It's like, you know, even I know when I'm talking and we talking on these subjects, I notice that my more slang, because it's all me, right? The nice nerdy girl that read videos about history, like I said, and the pleasant woman that does videos on the Bible. And then, it's not like I'm demonic or nothing because I can read. I just usually pick up on things that I'm interested in and then I try to perfect them, right? Whether it's knitting or whatever it is. I like to have a lot of things under my belt. You know what I'm saying? If the motherfucking world shut down, I got some shit I know how to do. You know what I'm saying? So that I would, if I be forced to make money off of it or something. So, because you know what I'm saying? Like in the future, if we not even be able to be ourselves, or people gonna be telling us if we can work or not and shit like this, you gonna have something else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like how they said, like maybe she had already died like 3 days before or something like this, and whatever, like then she was found or something. But I was shocked to hear. Now we don't know if any of this shit is real, the videos, whatever this is. We could just go off what we see in here. But I found something where they were talking about like police. were talking, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't know. They're gonna flash a light from the room that we think that they might be in." I was just like amazed at what I was hearing because I'm like, I didn't want to get too deep into it because this was my first time hearing about something like this. But it was weird, in the footage that was showing in the background. I don't like to get when I'm listening. Sometimes I don't like to use my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Um, Sometimes I don't like to use my eyes because your eyes can fool you. Oh, my left ear just went deaf. Sometimes your eyes can fool you as to what's going on. Okay. Um, yeah. Okay. Um, I don't know why I was just thinking about that. Um, I think one of the rooms that we went to that we had to stay in when we was traveling on our road trip within the past couple years. And I just remember, I can't remember where we're at, but opening up the window as soon as we got in there, and we was looking out. We was like, I don't know, somebody was trying to take a picture outside or something like this. It was like a city view or something. I don't know if we was in Oklahoma. I don't know where the hell we was at. But I don't know why I just got a vision of us coming in the room. We just had to sleep there so we could get rest so we could keep traveling. We wasn't staying in the city or nothing. I don't remember. I just remember we got right up there and it was on a a high floor. And he don't like to be on high floors. And we was opening up the window and was like, look, look down there or whatever like this, you know, I don't know. Okay, so when people, I don't know, we just gonna stop because y'all know we talking about this case, but these cases that they show is like a ritual, even on the news. It's a kaleidoscope view because if you can pick up on patterns, you can pick up on some of this shit is ritual. You notice the storylines kind of link up, they kind of sound the same, whatever like this. So we're talking about this, but we're also talking about other things. We're also talking about this time, but we're also talking about other times. I think I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about right now. All right. So they were talking. I'm thinking like, that's weird. Why I didn't hear all this, or like, why does the police in there talking about what room they in and stuff like this? And then also something about putting Kanika on her front porch or something like this. These are like words that I never heard during this case or whatever. And they knew she was drunk and they just dropped her on her front porch. So, we don't know what this is, bitch. These could be space invaders, doing this shit or whatever like this and traveling by like Tesla cars underground or shit like this in the, you know what I'm saying, using flying objects and drones and shit. I don't know what somebody could be doing. So we have to place the supernatural with this, and we have to look at just trying to just staying grounded. All right. So I was listening to that, and I'm not going to get too much into it because I promise you, I feel the energy. I can feel the shift in my stuff. I can feel like goodbyes. It's like some demons are trying to say, oh, just stay down here with the demons and talk about this low vibrating stuff or talk about like these deaths like you care or because God don't care about people. But the thing is, they don't understand that there's something like a soul tied to a situation because somebody else put that shit there. So I have to go through it to get through it to break it off because it's either something is telling me this is somebody that's closely tied to me. Something like this happened to somebody that was closely tied to me. Some shit like this could have happened to me. It's telling me. See, my phone just died, and we need that for this reading. Hold on. Right, so I was thinking that shit looked like, you know what I'm saying? It looked like when a certain section of people lose someone, or it's like, I don't know, it just looked weird or sacrificial after I looked at it again. And then I thought I seen, damn, I thought I seen like this girl, she was walking down the hallway and she kind of looked like my cousin Lisa, Annalisa, that was walking down the hallway, and the boy that she was with kind of looked like my cousin Joe P. But at the same time, I'm thinking like, or I don't know who that looked like. Okay, I'm like I told you, these could be first generationers. Okay, because the way she looked, it looked like her. She kind of looked like, kind of remind me of that Candace Star girl. But the way she looked in that video, the way she was walk is her walk in that video. But I was also hearing something about Florida because I think her mom passed away in Florida when she lived in Florida like 10 years ago or something like this maybe. But again, not 10. Something happened. See, this is something about familial shit. This is something about something here. Right? Because now this cousin Lisa is like my second like she's not, she grew up with all of us that got the same aunties and uncles and stuff that's brothers and sisters. But she was actually supposed to be a child of my, she was supposed to be a child of my great uncle, my grandmother's brother's child. They just happened to be, she just happened to be born the same year as us cousins that was born in like 1980. Like it was a whole bunch of us. So their mama used to be gone all the time. And they used to always be at my grandma's house. So I told you I looked at her pictures, this particular cousin, the pictures on Facebook within the past couple years. And I told you she was with some dude that kind of looked like my spouse. And she was also with the dude that, her brother, but her brother in these images, I couldn't believe my eyes that her brother looked like fucking my brother-in-law. I'm thinking, when did my cousin Joey start looking like my fucking brother-in-law? That shit looked like my brother-in-law from like 19, like what he looked like in 1999 or something. It kind of shocked me. It kind of froze me in time because I'm like, no, what you mean? Because they had like this little cute little, you know how you take them pictures at like the fair or something like this and say America's Most Wanted or whatever. Like, you get what I'm saying?